Hello and welcome to episode 4 of my playthrough of IXION. So, quick note, there may be some minor discrepancies between where I left the game off and where it currently is now. As it turns out, I forgot to save prior to quitting out to the main menu, and the game doesn't auto-save when you quit out to the main menu. So I lost progress from I think cycle 131. So I had to repeat those cycles, and I did that as close to how I did the first time around as possible. Fortunately, I have a recording of this. So we are, at the minute, I think we sent the science ships over here and we need to get that thing going once it actually reaches there. So let's allow it to get there.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Transmission from Illumidar Ard Vamir probe data analysis. We have verified the data several times and can confirm the existence of a vast debris field covering an area 7,000 kilometers. Several thousand kilometers. The center of the field is a colossus artificial structure, which, even in its ruined state, may take Tyquin, or makes the Tyquin look like an insect. No signals have been detected. We have identified 3 areas for investigation: the core of the structure, the secondary structure that looks to be the remains of a destroyed loading dock, and a particularly dense area of the debris field close to the other 2 sites. We recommend the utmost caution be taken when approaching these areas. The floating debris will make navigation difficult and interfere with communications. Some of the intelligence in the debris field. The iceberg is holding station at the edge of the debris field. A route has been mapped through the area, identified for investigation. Identify for salvageable resources. Former loading. Let's see if we can get access to the former loading dock, because if we can, that might give us access to, or easier access to, the core of the structure. We have a new probe ready. So if I can get some carbon, that'll be good, but I'm guessing this is the source of the signal we've been asked to track down. Okay, that's going to put us out. Where would that be? Is Jupiter or Neptune first? We've not found Mars yet. Okay, let's send the probe over. Right, these are full. We should get those sending more food over until we can actually do something about things. So set to half the sector storage capacity. That may be just a good idea to do in general. They can all transfer back and forth. Okay. Population is currently fine. People are healing. So I had a little bit of a look in, because obviously I knew that they had made some kind of adjustment to accidents. In the patch they released, I think wouldn't it be Friday, would it? Maybe, somewhere around there? It was either back end of Thursday or Friday. But yeah, they made some kind of adjustment to make it easy or more beginner friendly. But either way, the amount of them we got in quick succession in like, 30-minute space is just ridiculous. Because we got 4 people here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 crew members. So we have over 10 crew members incapacitated as a result of them just happening one after another, after another, after another. And if that kind of pace keeps up, it's going to fill these hospitals, even though we don't really have that many population at the minute. But the one important thing we did find out is that We will not lose crew members, i.e. there won't be a fatal accident unless the working condition is below optimal. So we need to keep an eye on that. And my probe did just finish. I wish there was a noise on it. Okay. What is that? That is ice. I imagine we're going to need that for hydroponics later. Dolos emergency signal has been broadcasting from these locations. Its origin makes the... it originates from the research station Outer Hope. That is what we're looking for. This is almost done. Okay. I would like to start moving these over here. Let's get an idea as to relative size. I'm wondering if I flip them this way round, we can get 1.
A science ship team has completed a task.
We can get 4, so it would be more efficient for us to lay them out like this. Let's get 3 building. And then once they're built, we'll take down 3 of these. I'm hoping that we can get that sector to... does this sector actually have... how do we bring it up? No, that's what we have selected. Can we... Sector 1? Can we see sector specialization from here? No, I'm guessing we have to do that in population management? Where can we see this? Resource management. Maybe it becomes or comes under data listening system? Water is required for several food production buildings. It's created by terraforming ice in a fusion station, or transforming ice in a fusion station, where it is also stored. Water cannot be moved between sectors. Okay, good to know. Don't make water in here. Oh, we can turn this off now. I forgot to do that. Summary the intelligence in the loading dock. Frozen human remains constitute the majority of the debris that surrounds the loading dock. Evidence suggests that the area experienced depressurization after a sudden breach. The dock itself has been looted and partially dismantled. Several cairns have been left behind, arranged in a helical shape and erected using a makeshift material. The team did find a few resources, and these have been prepared for extraction. Okay, let's check the core of the structure then. You will come over here and pick that up at your next opportunity, won't you? You've mined everything you can so far. We have another probe ready. Let's try and find something nearby. Okay, we're not going to get multiple signals here, I don't think. I'll send that after that, and then we'll look for another resource site with the next probe. Okay, that one's built.
Warning. A sector is being overworked.
Thank you for the notification. Let's turn that off. They need 8, 16, 24. So let's move 30 pop from here, from sector 1 to sector 2. And while we're at it, we can start dismantling this, this, and this. We can reactivate that. We'll probably disassemble this in a bit. I've reactivated it just for the purpose of getting the food out of here. Notifications. Science ship is completed. Not quite. We'll have a new probe by the time the next probe gets there. Turn that off for the time being. We don't want sectors overworked.
Population transfer complete.
Key conditions normal, optimal, good. Okay, we can move them into there. That'll allow us to start moving that stuff out. Some of that will get pushed over to here. This has been transferred, so we can now turn this on, this on. Good, we mapped right. It needs to list injured in here, or at least it shouldn't just say workers, it should give us available workers. Because otherwise it's not useful information. That has a connection here, doesn't it? So why is it not moving the food out? These should be able to move the food over to here. Is there a way that I can change what notification...
My ship team has completed a task.
Okay, I was a little premature. I was wondering whether or not we could have the science team tell us about this. First visual reveal a huge damaged structure surrounded by arches that have been detached from the central axis. These arches show extreme signs of deterioration. It's just the eye looks like an L. The structure is covered in traces of explosive residue, impact or collision impacts, and scarring from unknown weaponry. After exploring a few areas of the structure that remained accessible, the team of the iceberg spotted a number of salvageable resources near the ruined area. Further analysis is possible, but will take time. Let's continue analysing that. Yeah, why are you not moving food into there? It has a connection. We know it has a road there, because the road is here, that connects to there. It should be able to pull the food out. And we'll do that, see if that helps. You're bringing in more ferrites. It's fine, we are getting through it. Conditions over here are optimal. Okay, let's get... we do have a housing problem. Yeah, let's put that one there. That'll give us enough for that. I would like to acknowledge these notifications without having to close the notification bar, but yeah, let's see. Settings. Audible. Construction mode. Continue playing dialogue when the game is paused. Subtitles, tutorials, English. Okay. Finally, they're moving food, but they're not moving it into here. They're putting it into there specifically for some reason. Okay, we'll just straight up go ahead and dismantle these. Yeah, for some reason they refuse to put food into here. Okay, that's going to give us another 24. We're Work is required, work is available. Okay, this one here is a better view because it actually gives us the two numbers, required and available. So we can send another 30 over. But if we do that, we're going to need to make 2 more habitation buildings. So move from here another 30. Is there a quick way to jump between sectors? I don't think it's 1, 2, and 3. It'd be good if there was a hotkey to do it without having to push the button. This is weird. I'm trying to find hotkeys to make things a little bit quicker, even though I am notoriously bad at actually remembering to use the hotkeys. Okay, we're gonna need 1, 2, 3. And while we're at it, not a mess hall. Okay. Can we turn this building back on? Not yet.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Fuck you, game! I turned that on for a split second to see whether or not I could. And you instantly, quite literally instantly, made an accident out of that. What the fuck?
Population transfer complete.
That's absolute bullshit. And this is doing no work at all. Let's just outside. And that makes this optimal again. What about over here? Yeah, we should be okay once we've got everything done. That's about to finish. Probe is over here. Science vessel needs to go there.
A science ship team has completed a task.
That was a good call. After examination, the iceberg team concludes the site was evacuated prior to its destruction, finding uniforms and equipment bearing the insignia of different organizations. It appears the facility was property of the UN. Strangely, a number of embalmed bodies was found in a secured area. A team was unable to determine the cause or outcome of the conflict, but have managed to recover further resources that have been packaged for extraction. Okay, survey the debris. This is the more dangerous part. I imagine this could lead to the death of some of my crew. Okay, how many workers does that need? 5. We need these to come off. Oh no, we need to turn both of these on, to be fair. Just
No
thinking of
more
it.
resources available to mine.
Oh, probe resources. There's some small amount of ferrite nearby. I would like to find some carbon. There we go. Can't do anything with the carbon yet, but still. Polymers, electronics, carbon to polymers, silicon to electronics. Let's research that, queue that.
Probe has completed its scan.
I'm imagining research isn't going to work because the thing's turned off. Stability in sector, vitamins in the sector. Tech tree upgrades can increase the bonuses in this sector with a specific specialization. And we'll add that to the queue. What did it just say? Insect farm has been disabled in Sector 2 due to an accident. Of course it has. Probe has completed its scan. Small amount of carbon over there. No probes available in a minute. Why can't you send your resources into here? Why do you have to go to there? Obviously we told this to be deconstructed now, but still. Resource not been selected. Why isn't this deconstructing? Do I not have this connected at all? There's our problem. There's our problem. I actually put it down backwards. Okay, that's back up and running, but again, full of crew members. We'll get these crew members back in a second. Okay. What's our housing situation like? We should have way more housing than we need. Probably gonna have to look at it here. Yeah, okay. We'll start from this side. But there's also nothing stopping us from potentially starting work over here and building some over there. But now we'll start from over here. That's there, so this wants to be here, this wants to be here. There's not helpful. We need to be careful with our buildings because we don't really want to go over the top of that. Okay. Can we activate you without killing anyone? Nope. There we go. Now we can activate this. Now to get those into there. We don't have a place for the ice yet. Now we can turn that back off. Let's turn that on. Get those in there. We have our probe ready. Let's launch it. Some ice over there. Oh, it looks like we may have found Jupiter. But no, we want resources more than anything else. Medium resources over there, ice, but we can't really use ice yet. There's some silicon. That wouldn't be too bad to get. See if we can find a better source of carbon though. Oh, we have ferrite over there. Just out of range. Where's Mars? There's Mars, I imagine. Find any more resources nearby? Ferrite and silicon. Doesn't appear to be oh, that was a sharp spike. Where was that? Okay, that's just a spike for this one over here. Okay, there's actually two lots of ferrite over here. Let's get the one that's near the carbon though. And then we'll get another probe sended there and then probably turn the probe, turn this off. Actually no, I think I might disable this temporarily. 9 workers, how many do we need? 15. We may have to turn both of them off. Until we've actually got some of our workers back.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Good. More population. The wreck of the shuttle floats everywhere, but most belong to the UN. Or the wrecks of shuttles most belong to the UN. There are some bearing the acronym BMS, despite the many hazards and potential psychological impacts from the pressure or the presence of human corpses. The iceberg team was able to locate some salvageable resources. Leave the debris field. Okay, once they've collected the science, we'll send them back and then we'll head over to where the mission wants us to go. Although going to the asteroid belt might be a good idea just to collect the resources. We'll see. There's our probe. I wonder whether or not anything on this grid is actually rotating.
No more resources available to mine.
Don't worry, we're about to fix that. Okay, you return back and then we'll send you somewhere else. Let's launch this over here. Well, there's a few more up here, just not many, but let's send it to... And then once it gets there, we'll start figuring out what we can do about power over here. I mean, we can always just stop this for the time being. Yeah, let's disable that so we can enable this. Might be worth me moving this into this sector.
A probe has completed its scan.
Sputnik? We got an achievement, Sputnik. Shouldn't that be around Earth? What's this for? Find 2 large resource deposits using a single probe. Okay. That's all that means. Resources over there to collect, so it doesn't really matter that we can't mine anything at the minute. We really just don't have the processing facilities currently. How much does this? That's 30 as well, so can't activate that yet. When's our next food cycle? Now, okay. So can you take the food out of here, please? Thank you. Okay, now...
A probe has completed its scan.
Let's get them built. I believe the one at the very end is already in the right position. Oh no, that row is in the right position. It's this row here that's not. So let's start dismantling these. I'd like to move the hospital, but I can't really do it well. That's the problem. The replacement hospital has to go roughly in the position it is, or it has to go here if we want to mirror things, keep things consistent, which I kind of do because it'll make building things and finding things later easier. Can I tell you for the time being to head on over to send sector population limits, workers and non-workers to number 2. I think we have a decent amount of housing left in here. Oh no, we are starting to fill up. Let's extend over here. Because I don't think the distance from any given side is actually that much of a problem. Okay, that'll give us 240 over here. Oops, I accidentally tapped the microphone. We do need more workers on this side. Let's see. That's barely 20. Population limit 120 over there. Okay, now we can... Oh, why did I disassemble? Oh no, that's right. No, they should have been disassembled. That's not how we're supposed to build this. In fact, we do need to take these down. They don't need to be this close to the wall. That being the case, we better get some down here. So that we can move these. Probably going to have to move them like one at a time. What's our population or housing for this sector in a minute? Still at 200 odd. Oh yeah, because we've got some over here. We've got some over there that's taking them, taking the slack. So. Oh, they can't disassemble that because we took the road down. I'm an idiot. Okay, that works. You have ice, but you have no place to put the ice. We are going to need some more of these now. Let's add another road here and here. The amount of extra crew we're getting, we are going to need more to feed them. Not entirely sure the amount we'll need, but for now, we'll see how that will do. That's 25. We are going to need a few more workers over here in order to be able to activate all these. Okay, they've all been taken down now, so let's get this fixed. There, and then there's still a 3-3 gap there. Connect this over to here. Population of the sector, will it book us knocking that down? We can. It is going to kind of complain about... There we go. Now we can actually make a connection. Oh, I don't remember. Oh, I didn't remember speeding things up. Okay, let's see if we can turn this off for now to reactivate this, because we are building a bunch of things. Good. Decent amount of resources there. Okay, our science ship is back and probably has been for a while. Let's get it to outer hope.
Has occurred in the Tycoon.
That could be worse. could also theoretically disassemble this, but if I'm going to do that, I want to use the probe first. Ooh, that almost pushed us over. Do we have what we need to move this? I wonder, if I disassemble this, if it will send its charge over to there. Because it's this battery that's charged. God damn it. I don't think this is ever going to be empty ever again. Okay, what's the population capacity over here now? 225. And these are currently missing resources to bring them online. But we should now have enough workers over here to bring them online, so let's have that done.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
A Dolos emergency signal is broadcasting from these coordinates. It originates from the research station Outer Hope. Outer Hope is surrounded by wreckage and debris from past battle. Broken equipment and frozen bodies float around the station. The emergency signal is transmitting from inside. The iceberg team will investigate the battlefield to better understand what happened. Yes, because it might be trapped. How often does it use this amount? Repairs up to 40 per cycle for 4 units. The speed at which this consumes is disconcerting. Is that built? That is built and it is charging. Dismantle that building. Okay, it didn't transfer its charge over. I kind of expected it wouldn't, but I wanted to be sure. Can we turn this back on temporarily? We can. Let's activate this building. We're going to disassemble this in a second. What do we want to say in probe after? There's more water and ferrite there. There's a large spike of water over here. What was that? No, let's stay focused on resources. Okay, and once that gets over there, we'll disassemble the probe launcher. I would like to reduce the amount of hull damage we lose from the volo jumps. Because just maintaining that is going to be a pain in the arse. Really? We've almost gone through all the ferrite? No. There's so much just lying around on the map. It's just you're collecting stuff from here. Let's speed things up.
Probe has completed its scan.
That's lots of little things. So yeah, there's plenty of resources about. At the minute we're limited by our Tier 1 cargo shuttle. So I could really use with being able to turn this on. What's our population looking like over here? We should be able to... Yeah, we already checked this. I don't know whether or not this will be enough to feed everyone. But we'll see. We'll have to keep an eye on things. Or we can do the math at the minute. We can see there's 15 here. There's 12 there. So we need about 30. Feeding is every 5 cycles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times 5 gives us 45. It is 5 and not 4. Let's double check that. Food. Every 5 cycles, yeah. So as it stands, once we get these online, we'll be making plenty. I would dearly love for there not to be an accident in this sector for long enough for this to clear so that I can move that thing. One can hope. One can only hope.
A science ship team has completed a task.
The battle seems to have been made up of multiple engagements with debris from the conflict, mostly consisting of wrecked shuttles. Some of these destroyed ships bear the insignia of the UN, though the majority carry Dolos emblems. Sophisticated weapon systems were also identified among the wreckage, bearing the acronym BMS. The iceberg team was able to salvage some of the resources from the debris. Okay, let's search the hope. The probe made it, didn't it? Yes, okay. Let's dismantle this. We need 30. Can we turn this on? Nowhere near. You are kicking out into here in a minute. It is. And our population limit in here is still 300 odd. It doesn't need to be though. The plan is to get get the edges of these into roughly the same format, so that we have specific areas to expand if we want a little bit more houses, and there's like set amounts, and then keep them balanced. And then what we'll do is we'll make this more, or this sector here, more specifically for external missions. So when we need to go out and basically for these, and these, we'll have all of this in here for the time being. When we get another sector, what I may do, what I will do is I will have it move resources like ferrites and things over into those areas, and that will be a resource production facility. That will probably be in Sector 3. Why do you have to need 30? But that has given us space to Build that, which will also then let us build that and that. Oh, you can get those three there. Which means that we can probably start taking down some of these just to get the resources back. Yeah, given the level of population in here, we can probably dismantle most of these. Let's focus on the ones that don't have people in them first. And then we'll see about moving other people around. Speed things along the way. And again, hope that we can get things to work.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Okay, the
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Outer Hope lies in ruins. Many embalmed bodies were found in the remains of the station. Dolo's crew protocols does not direct for this type of preservation. The iceberg team traced the emergency broadcast after clearing away several tons of debris uncovered in the station's mainframe. They were able to access and extract the Outer Hope's black box. Its data can be analysed using the Tyquin's Tech Lab. New technology, Outer Hope black box. New event, the legacy of Dolos. The crew will dismantle the Outer Hope in order to salvage as many resources as possible. We can't afford not to. Okay, we currently don't have any ferrite, but that's fine for the time being. Those houses are constructed. We can start getting rid of some of these others in the middle. We have a new technology. Can we cancel these queues? I think we can only have one thing queued at a time. By the looks of it, yes. We don't actually need the polymer refineries yet, so we'll keep memorials on the second one. And I know the building's not powered. We can power it in a little bit. In fact, we can turn this off. We don't have resources for it. No sense it trying to do work when it doesn't have the resources to do any work. Okay, good. This is all online. This will overproduce us food. We'll also, if we get, or we'll want a fusion station in here when we can build it. I assume we can turn this on.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Okay. The Outer Hope has been dismantled. Resources are ready for extraction. End data listening protocol. Iceberg, return back to the Turquin. Nah, that was right. We was considering it, but we decided to get more resources first. I was wondering why. Analyze the black box. The technology Outer Hope black box has been unlocked. So where do I read that? Help menu? What's our research amount like? We can queue up one more thing after this, but we'll let that finish. Read the report from the black box. Where is that report? There it is. Administrator, the black box data has provided some information on the events that took place following the Tyquin's failure or failed Volo jump. Records tell of how the Earth was ravaged by the lunaclism. In the ensuing chaos, states radicalized and the UN declared Dolos an enemy of humanity. The black box data also describes a Dolos facility hidden in the atmosphere of Jupiter. Officially designated is that supposed to be one of the Greek gods? Or supposed to be a name based off it? Hephaestus. The site was used to develop a new type of Volo engine. It also accomplished the construction of a Taurus-class superstructure known to Dolos as the Protagoras. This iteration of the Tyquin was sent on a mission to seek out the habitable exoplanet Remus, where the last survivors of Earth could establish a new home. Despite the damage done to the Outer Hope, the station was still able to later receive a distress signal from the Protagoras with Volo jump coordinates encoded, indicating the ship's last presumed location. Acknowledged. Send an expedition to Jupiter. We need to find it first. We found the Outer Hope. That was in between the two planets. God, I should know which line Jupiter lies on. Jupiter is the first of the outer planets, isn't it? Or is it the second? Why do I think I'm missing one? We have Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Neptune, Uranus. I am missing one. Pluto was the 9th planet, was. What the hell planet am I forgetting? I think the order is Jupiter, Neptune, Venus, but then I think it's Pluto, so I'm missing the one on the other side of the asteroid belt. Pluto was the 9th planet. I'm almost certain it was. Good lord. It's been so long since I've needed this kind of specific information about the solar system. Not that there's that specific as information goes, but still. I'm gonna have to look it up. God damn it. All you hear about nowadays is the Mars and Earth. The gas giants barely get a mention. Or asteroids that we managed to send things out to. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. Saturn! I'm forgetting Saturn! Saturn, Jupiter. I'm almost certain this line here has to be where Jupiter is. Because Jupiter is the biggest, and it was not the first. Jupiter is definitely, the back three is definitely Uranus and Neptune. And I'm fairly sure Jupiter comes before, isn't this like the biggest planet after Mars? Immediately after Mars. So I think, yeah, it's Saturn, Jupiter, Neptune, Uranus. Maybe. The order might be wrong. I think it's on this line. We are going to need to rebuild our probe thingy to be able to find that out. Okay.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Fuck you, game! I was just about to dismantle that. Fine. Can we dismantle it while the accident is there? There was no one inside it, but the injured have nowhere to go at the minute. Injured will die after a few cycles if they are not hospitalized. Okay, hang on, it did say a few cycles. Yeah. So if we can get that to speed up the process. Wait. Oh, these weren't finished yet. God damn it. Why do you have to drop them in here? Can I send my injured over to here? This one's full as well. Can I send injured crew members? Any crew, workers, non-workers, colonists. Can I send injured crew over to another sector? It looks like no. Okay, fine. You want to be like that game? We'll do it a different way. I can play annoying as well. See, I'm going to drop this here. We're going to build that there. Then we're going to dismantle this. Okay, good. They're over there. And we can get that dismantled. Stability. Oh, good. We can build these now. Hey, construction bot, you have access to this. I can see the road. Game? Oh, because they don't have access to the front of it anymore. That helps. Okay, now they'll start disassembling that. Does the construction bot need to get over there? Probably. It probably needs a construction bot to get there first. Oh no, there we go, it's gone. Put that there. Build that there. Build that there. Put high priority on that. And then once that's built, we can disassemble this. Is this out of storage space? Building does not connect. Building does not connect to an active stockpile to assign to ice. Oh yeah, we know that. That's fine. We don't mind that at the minute. Okay. That's up. Now we can disassemble that. What can we do in the meantime? We could make some more stockpiles so that we can start moving things from over here and start emptying out stuff from here. I'm curious what I'm going to do about this, because these all extend out further, or not quite far enough to the middle. So what I might do is connect the road up to here. How tall is this one? You can usually get a decent idea. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Let's pull up the grid. Actually, no, doesn't it just straight up tell us in here? Yeah, they're 12 by 9. They're both 12 by 9. These are all 12 by 9. In which case, could we in theory line or... Oops, too far. I don't really have the resources down the minute. We may line them all up along here. Although I'm not entirely sure whether or not we can put it in front of the sector sign. Maybe we'll line them up over here instead. I mean, this one's positioned... Actually, no, we will have to move this left one, because otherwise we don't have the room here. Okay, we have the crew to turn things back on. Not that we need these at the minute. Yeah, I'll worry about it between this episode and next. We've got the immediate things that we wanted to do done. And as it stands, things are stable. Stable enough, at least. So yeah, we will call it there for today. So, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the show. We're back again, it'll be Wednesday. A stockpile has been disabled in Sector 2 due to an accident. 4 crew members were injured, of course. Oh, that's interesting. The crew of the mining ship Razorback has become more experienced. The mining ship now extracts resource at a faster rate. Problem is, we're not collecting resources at a fast enough rate to be able to do anything about that. We don't have any probes, but the science ship is back, and we can send... Oh, bollocks, we didn't collect all the science from over there. We'll send the science ship back, and then we'll collect from over here. Anyway, hopefully we'll see you on Wednesday when the next episode of this should be. Tomorrow, this should be 2 weeks now. I think we're still playing Chorus on our live stream tomorrow, and probably the day after that. So yeah, thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed the show, and hopefully we'll see you next time. Cheerio.